So, good. How's it going, everyone? I was in Discord, and this is like, it's good to always watch the replay before you get mad during a race at another driver. Take a breath. There's no reason to be angry. You want to be angry after the race, be angry. But like, if you get angry, it's not going to help you at all during a race. So at the Spa race, I was in Discord. Two guys, one guy said, "Oh, what'd you do that for?" And then the other guy goes, "Well, I was trying to blah, 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 buddy." And the other guy goes, "Well, I don't understand why you did that. Well, I'm sorry that happened," or something like that. And then the other guy goes, "Yeah, well, buddy, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, oh my God, chill, people. Like, take a Valium. And like, so these two guys started having a dispute during the race on Discord. And I'm just like, guys, other people are racing here. Take it down a notch. It's like you're trying to concentrate, and next thing you know, an argument breaks out. Like, what the hell? Turns out neither one of these cars were even anywhere remotely near each other the entire first 5 laps of this race. And that's when this so-called invisible incident happened. The one guy assumed the other guy was talking about him, and the other guy assumed the other guy was involved. And it's just ridiculous. Like, at least before getting all angry, know who you're talking to and like have some sense of like who you're around on the track. I just looked through all these laps, and one of the drivers retired on lap 5, and then the other did a dive on another car and was contact between those two cars. The other car saved it, and there was no harm done other than he got kind of pushed out of the way for a position. So I watched the replay very closely. Both drivers for the first 5 laps. One car only lasted 5 laps and he quit. He was flustered by, I guess he spun out once and then just the blue flags. I don't know why he quit, but he quit. Maybe he quit because of the argument that ensued, that he wasn't even the target of the argument. It's just like, wow, like unneeded stress for no reason. And then on top of that, the other 20 people sitting in Discord have to listen to this whole conversation. So I watched a replay very close of both drivers that was speaking on Discord for the first 5 laps that the one driver was in. Neither one of these cars were ever near each other the entire 5 laps. Yet in conversation about an incident they thought happened. And somewhat annoyed with each other. I don't know if that's why the one guy left, quit the race. I don't know, but oh my God. People just need to relax a little bit. Like, these races, mistakes happen, things happen. The whole thing is to learn. So let's speed this up. I could go back a little bit and watch that for a second. Why not? Because why not? Whoa, those guys did a good job of holding on to their cars. So we're just going to put it on super duper fast. Oh, wow, there was a pound from behind there. This is not what I'm looking at, but this car's in front here is already pretty well damaged. Since we're already here, let's take a look at this. This wasn't in my intention to look at, but why not? This guy's being careful for the guy in front of him, Got two cars in front of him. This is good decision making and also bad decision making because you're not making room for another car. You see the other cars braking, right? And then you still keep into the gas and you hit the guy from behind. That's just bad driving. Smart that he let him go now, but that's just... One more time. You see the cars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars in front of you. You're the faster driver. Why not show some patience here? You got two cars side by side almost, right? Not a great pass to try and pass. You got a slower car. You got to show patience. All these cars need to show patience. This car was definitely showing patience, the one that just got booted. What a great save. Amazing save he did. And he lets off to let him go, which is the polite thing to do. But the better thing to do is not crowd that car in the first place. When you see cars too wide in front of you, why not lift off a little bit? Instead of power down gas all the way to full throttle into the mess. We're going to speed this way up. So this way it'll make the video much quicker. When you're a faster driver than everyone else, you need to show more patience. That's why I like the driving styles of Derek Bird. Perfect example. Driver that shows great patience. Peter Wolf, when he's behind you, shows great patience. Chris Bourne, when he's behind you, shows great patience. You could be a fast driver and people will say, oh yeah, he's got skills. Well, if you're getting a lot of incidents and you're making bad decisions, you have skills at going fast, yes, but you also have minus skills of making good decisions. Okay, we're already on lap 4 already. This is probably whenever occurred. We're going to slow it down here. That was like, needed a shoehorn to get through here, really. That is a complete 100% nosedive right there. And sure, the other guy left the opening, but he was braking. Probably his normal braking point, and that is a 100% nosedive. I don't care. Anyone can argue as much as they want. The nosedive. And that's what goes with like these guys like Peter Wolf, Chris Bourne, Derek Bird. They make good decisions, and that's why they finish at the top all times. Not just because they're fast only. Fast is big, but not the only. There's plenty of guys that are way up there in speed, but make bad decisions that cause them positions. So we're at lap 5, right? Let's hold on just a second. I'm going to go to a different screen so that I don't want to imply the driver's name or anything like that. So I'm just going to put this on here for a second while I switch to the other driver. Actually, he wasn't doing that bad. He's a pretty steady driver. I would say he's a clean driver too. Okay. Here we go. Let's watch this driver's ride. Makes it through all the incidents. I think stopping, that's what you should do. Complete comes to a stop. Very clean. Great job. Pro job. That's the perfect way to go through a caution. Let's speed it up. Change the view. So these guys just had a misunderstanding and started getting like a complete misunderstanding. They didn't. One guy didn't realize the other guy wasn't around him, and just. Oh, that was look at that! What a great job! Total negotiation around that wreck. Look at these guys wrecking behind him. Holy smokes! First of all, he probably. I don't know if there was a caution flag out here. I'm not seeing. That's one thing this game should do. They should put actually the flags right on the screen. They do a very bad job with the flags in this game. I mean, it's on your dashboard, but I don't think a lot of people notice that because they're so fixated on the track. Whoa. We're getting a little off here. What I was interested in, I didn't see any of this. All right, now this guy right here is on the inside, right? He sees the log jam. This is what I'm talking about. You see the log jam happening right here? Then you know this isn't going to be good. Let's see if there's any cars behind them. One car, two cars behind. Wow, look at that. Let's go from this guy's car. Now, the 44 came into his lane. I'm sure the radar must have showed him. I'm not sure, but let's see. The other car is completely in his blind spot, for one thing. Whoops. Let's say go. So he's got the yellow car next to him. You can't see it. I can see it because I have triple screens. He's being patient for that yellow car. And he gets turned from his blind spot. This is a corner, right? Unless you have position, shouldn't be passing in the corner. This guy was being patient, didn't give room. Well, let's go back to, hold on just a second. Boop, 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 boop. Cue the elevator music because I don't want to call anyone's names out. Do 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 beep bop beep bop beep bop beep bop. All right. There we go. Back to this driver. Let's take a look at his view. He did a great job here, I think, of getting around the obstacles. Look at this. What a great job. Very good. Oops, I still have the hood on. Sorry. I'm supposed to turn that off. Anyway, great job on his part. There was a big pile up there. And let's go to and he did fine. There was nothing wrong with anything he did, really, this guy. So I don't understand what the problem was. It was just a misunderstanding between these two guys. One thought the other one was talking to him. And I just don't even get it, really. Like, they had like a beef over nothing. And then this guy just left the race. I don't. He was doing great, I think. I mean, he had a spin out, and he was turning the wrong direction, but he seemed to handle it very good. He safely got back on the track safely. In my opinion, good safe driver. Also, this thing that, like, because you're slower, you have less skills is absolutely bullshit. You have less skills at going faster, but that doesn't mean that your driving skills are lessened. Because maybe you're safer than another guy that's faster that has no safety skills whatsoever and makes bad decisions. Because there are a lot of drivers that have, quote, more skills that are, quote, faster that wreck all the time. You get my drift? So who really has the skills? If your incident rating, like if you're having 6-7 incidents per race and runoffs, and you're faster, who really has more skills in this equation? The guy that's slower and has like 1 or 2 incidents per race? Or the guy that is super fast and has like 7 incidents a race? Or 8 races a race? Like, really? Like this equation that because you're faster, you got more skill. Yes, you have faster skill. You have skills that going faster, but then there's other skills you're severely lacking. Now, you got a guy like Chris Bourne, Derek Bird, Pierre Wolf, guys like that don't make a lot of incidents. They have the fast skills and racecraft skills as well. Until you're of that stature, I would say button it about skills. He did a great job. He comes around, he pits, and I don't know if he probably got a DT or something. I don't know, because he came back in again. Maybe he just decided to give up at that point. But I think he did all right. Certainly a careful driver. But it was the argument of two guys that didn't seem to have the awareness of like who the other guy was that was talking to him on Discord, or who that guy was on the track, or even anywhere near them the entire race. The entire 5 laps, I should say. Wait until after the race is over to diagnose who's at fault and all that stuff, is my point. There's no point of arguing over stuff that you cannot see, nor is your memory as clear as the replay would be.